The golden hour light stretched long, amber shadows across the suburban street as Zaina walked home. Her mind was light, filled with the quiet triumph of a successful math test. She reached the navy blue door, her fingers brushing the cool brass knob. In her rush to find a snack and relax, she pushed the door open and stepped inside. The moment the door clicked shut, the warmth of the autumn day vanished. It was replaced by a biting, unnatural chill that made her skin crawl. As she passed the antique hallway mirror, a flicker of movement caught her eye. She spun around, heart hammering against her ribs, but the hallway was empty. Only the shifting, elongated shadows remained, seeming to stretch toward her like reaching fingers. She forced a nervous laugh, blaming her exhaustion on the long day of study. But a faint, rhythmic whisper began to vibrate in the air. The house no longer felt like a sanctuary. It felt like a trap. In the kitchen, the atmosphere grew suffocating. Zaina sat at the island, her pencil snapping under the sheer pressure of her grip. When she accidentally knocked over a glass, the sharp shatter echoed like a gunshot. Her mother turned with concern, but Zaina snapped at her, her voice cold. Then came Wally, holding a crayon drawing of them flying on a magic carpet. She lashed out with sharp words that made Wally flinch and run from the room. As she knelt for Maghrib prayer, the corners of the room seemed to pulse. She collapsed onto her bed, her eyes growing heavy with a forced sleep. Suddenly, she snapped awake to a sight that froze her blood. A faceless humanoid figure stood in the corner. Its fingers were like wisps of black smoke. Paralysis gripped her limbs. She tried to scream, but her throat felt like sand. The figure leaned in, its voice a layered, static-filled hiss. "You forgot." In that moment of pure terror, a distant memory surfaced. Zaina's lips trembled, then found a hidden strength. She whispered the sacred words, "Bismillahi walana." The figure recoiled as if struck, its smoky form flickering. She stood up, her voice gaining volume and clarity. "Wa bismillahi karajna." As the sacred words filled the room, the darkness fractured like glass. The following morning, the house felt vibrant and warm once again. Zaina found Wally in the foyer, his eyes still wary. She knelt, mirroring her father's gentle gesture, and pulled him into a hug. "I forgot something important," she whispered, "but I remember now." Together, they stood at the threshold. As they stepped inside, they recited the prayer. The house seemed to glow with a quiet, protective light.